Hi, I'm Mabel Guzman, and thrilled to be here today with Jeff Jackson, Assistant Administrator and Senior Executive of the National Flood Insurance Program for FEMA, or known as NFIP, and Bill Leininger, broker and 2024 Chair of NAR's Insurance Committee. Thanks for being here today with us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Let's get to it, shall we? Before December 20th, Congress has to reauthorize NFIP, right? I mean, it's got to happen. So it's not really appropriations or funding the program. It's about letting you sell policies, right? So, Jeff, what's the message to Congress?
Well, in the near term, we need to reauthorize the program by December 20th to allow it to continue, as you pointed out. It's unlikely that we're going to get a long-term reauthorization in the remainder of this Congress, but FEMA has 17 legislative proposals that are out there. We continually are engaging with Congress, and we're here to support and advocate for a long-term reauthorization of the program, which will really provide some stability to us as we run the program, but also will provide confidence to policyholders.
Fantastic. Bill, what is the impact if NFIP lapses to the real estate industry?
You're looking at tens of thousands of policyholders. You have people unprotected that are buying homes. Just think about during hurricane season, you're buying a home and you're unprotected. It really puts, the market at a very bad place.
Yeah, and homeowners at a great loss.
At a great loss.
That's awful. And I just heard something interesting that since 2017, there's been 31 short-term extensions of NFIP. Is this correct?
That's right.
Yeah, so what will it take for Congress to pass a multi-year reauthorization?
Well, I think there clearly are some very important issues that have to be addressed over the long term. We advocated first for a 10-year reauthorization. That's incredibly important to continue to maintain confidence in the program, to allow us to transform ourselves in the way that we need to be around for our children and our children's children. But also we have some fundamental issues within the program that we have to address. The first of which is the debt. We're over $20.5 billion in debt. We pay policyholder premium that we collect each year, $619 million this year. We pay that to the Treasury to pay for debt for storms that happened decades ago. And so we have to figure out a way to deal with that and put the program on a financially stable footing. We also have to address affordability. We continue to hear from people throughout the country the challenge in affording flood insurance. And so we have to figure out what part of the program is financed by the policyholder paying a premium and what part is financed by the taxpayer.
What can our members do to help?
Mabel, as you know, with our political action, we are at the Hill. We are working with our legislators. We're helping educate them. The uncertainty in life does not make anything go well. And we have to help our legislators understand that not having a more of a long-term NFIP agreement puts our industry in that uncertainty. NAR has worked diligently with FEMA. My understanding is we have coming back to a new memorandum of agreement. And I think, showing this, it does shows the importance of a long-term policy.
Wow. Okay. So now let's turn to reforms, right? You talked about all the legislative pieces that you introduced, but more over maps, right? Where it's all over the news. People are talking about maps. Our members are concerned about it. And for many years, it's been a focal point. I do want to add that Realtor.com does have First Street, right? Where they can get information and they can check their risk, right? So the consumer now has a place to go for information. But again, when we talk about the maps, people look at them as a way of saying, well, this is where my risk is calculated on these maps, and it actually is not. They have to go to an insurance agent. So there's all this information that is out there that's actually inaccurate, and it puts the consumer at risk. So how is it that there's less gatekeeping and they could actually find information? What is it that we need to do with the maps and how we can work together?
Well, it's important to understand what the maps are and what they aren't. They are a tool designed to identify the highest risk area of coastal flooding and riverine flooding. They don't account for rainfall, and so it's not really the best proxy of the overall flood risk of a home. One of the things that's really important, we believe, is to kind of democratize information about how much it costs to buy flood insurance. So in the coming weeks, we'll be doing that through what we call Direct to Customer, which is an online tool. Anyone can go onto floodsmart.gov, put in the characteristics of any particular home, can be your home, can be a home you're considering buying, and find out exactly what flood insurance is going to cost. And then they'll have a quote that they can print out or they can save and send directly to an insurance agent.
Okay, that's great. So, because I always thought about flood facts, right, or house facts. When buying a car, there's Carfax, right? So having a website that you could actually get all this information is fantastic instead of having an insurance agent to do that for you.
It's exciting to know as a real estate agent, we have the opportunity to be that source of the source and be able to have our clients know where they can go and find something with very quick, easy information instead of having to wait for it.
That's absolutely right. I think the more we can make available to the consumer on a 24/7 basis, people like to do their online research even before they come to an agent to understand exactly what it is that they're interested in and what some of the facts about a particular home purchase may be. We see that with insurance agents all the time. People are coming in now more prepared than they ever have. They've got a list of questions, and it's all because of how much is available online. So we want to continue to grow that over time, and so we'll continue to update our website more and more. We hope to continue to work with NAR to create a feedback loop where we can understand what you're hearing from your clients, and we can continue to put up content that's going to address the questions and concerns that they have.
Yeah, and you'll definitely hear from our members, that's for sure. I think you have. Floodsmart.gov.
Floodsmart.gov.
Love it. That's fantastic. Less gatekeeping, more information. Let's increase transparency.
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. This makes sense, right? This has been a fantastic interview with you both. And as we wrap up, where can our members go to find information about these initiatives? And then what needs to happen next?
Well, you can go to our website. We have content. We have frequently asked questions. We'll have the online quoting tool available for you. You can learn a great deal on the website, and as I said, we'll continue to update it. It really is going to take a village in order to communicate flood risk to the public the way that we know it needs to be communicated. As you pointed out, it's no longer a line on a map. Where it rains, it can flood, and that's a message that we hope to work with NAR to take to the public together.
Fantastic. And I know for our members, go to nar.realtor/flood insurance, and you're going to find some great information there. Again, this has been a great conversation. Thank you both.
Thank you for having us.